I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Hey, everybody, it is Carla. As usual, I have to do some housekeeping at the beginning. Hello, hello, hello. I've been super excited for today. As you come on, tell me hi and where you're dialing. For years, I have been saying dialing in from, and the reason why I am. Hey, Robin, good to see you, new member of our top producer mastermind. Congratulations. I'm actually logging in on my phone too at the same time. Hold on a second. Hey, Darcy, from cold Saskatchewan. Good to see you. Let me get this done here. Join. Jess, Cassie, Tammy, love, top producer mastermind is here in, hold on, stay co-host. Hold on. Got it. Meeting live streamed. Hey, we have a very flattering look at me here. I'm going to be on my phone as well today because I want to share some things with you that I use here. No audio and stop video. Let's see if that does that. Let me change my look here, my view, speaker view. Hey, whoops, I'm the speaker. There, you should be able to see me. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Darcy. Good to see you guys. All right, all right, all right. We're going to get to it because I've got, I don't have a ton to cover today, but I do have, just make sure, can you see my face primarily? Just my face, not my phone thing. If you guys would let me know in the chat. This is the first time I've actually dialed in on Zoom and Zoom from my phone as well. So if you could let me know, that would be great. Want to make sure the tech is working. And I have like figured out that I turned into the selfie queen. And I realized that I have to say that I am not like the photographer of the world here. I want to make sure I'm only seeing Nancy's could overview. Maybe we do that. Maybe here. Hold on a second. I am not getting the chat. If someone could chat, it went away. Let's see if I can't go on my phone. Nancy, if you can message me, somebody, let me know if you can see me. I'm not seeing the chat. Somehow it went away. Dang. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep on pretending that you guys are on. I'm having technical difficulties. Hold on a second. Okay, Nancy, thank you. Because I am not seeing anything at all here. So we're just going to keep going here. So I will say from the get-go, guys, as I was putting this together for you guys today, I just want to say for sure that I am not the photography queen at all. I just use some things. I use some tools, etc., to hopefully make my images look acceptable, at least acceptable enough for me to put them online. And I guess every single last one of you that is here would agree that your brand is super important. And I thought, okay, so why don't I help us all at the same time up-level our brands, because photography, selfies, imperfectly, perfectly done is the way to go. Now, I am not advocating, I will just say here right now at the very beginning, I'm a big believer in using whatever tools that I have that can make me feel better and make me feel like I am presenting what I want to present as far as my brand is concerned. But if it's something that doesn't feel in integrity with you, don't do it. But I will tell you, don't get over filtered. I have actually, I was looking for it. I should before I get off. I hope I find it. I have an example of over filtering. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys real quick, and I've got a quick PowerPoint, and I'm going to start with this first because I want to make sure that I stay on time. Those of you guys that are in my mastermind, you know I can talk, and I want to make sure that I stay in, I'm in for maybe 20 minutes today, 20, 25 minutes, because I want to get you the training, and then when I want to get us off and running and you guys pursuing your businesses. So my goal here today is just really simple, to give you the confidence and some skills to use selfies, photography of you consistently in your marketing. And why is this important? I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how to take selfies that look great, that aren't all either over filtered, or you're not seeing your hand out like that all the time. What the tools that I use to fix up my photos so that I feel good about them, and some other tools that I use just on a daily basis for both my videos and for my photography. So I got to tell you guys, this isn't hard to do. I want you to think about at all times, like, what are you looking like online? And I want you to remember that you are building your brand 100% of the time online, whether you're doing it intentionally or not. And for those of you that have never heard me say that before, let me repeat myself. Remember, you are building your brand 100% of the time, intentionally or not. And 100% of the time on social is whether you're there or not. If you're not there, you're not building your brand. If you're not there and you have things up that aren't representative of who you're in the process of becoming, that's also not as good, and we might as well be intentional about it. So I want to start with, I don't have the exact stats for you guys. I ran out of time. I couldn't hunt them down, but they're huge. I want to start with this. For those of you that might be using stock photos or photos of random stuff or memes, etc., I'm going to urge you to stop. There's a reason why I'm posting selfies with almost every single post I possibly can, and that's because posts, obviously videos, but posts, no matter what platform you're on, posts with photos of you get read a huge percentage more than photos of birds, or photos of your backyard, or photos of a meme, or photos of a stock photo, or photos of anything else. So if you guys have ever seen my timeline, you're like, oh my God, there's another picture of Carla. Well, I'm not doing that because I want to have a picture of myself. I'm doing that because I am posting the things that I'm saying in my posts, and I'm sure that you feel the same way. The things that you are saying in your posts, you want people to read them, right? The whole point of posting, unless of course it's like, here I'm at my kid's graduation, you're not going to necessarily have a picture of you. I want you to be thinking while you're doing this, but you definitely want to have photos of you posting posting of you. So with that said, some of you might be like I was for years, like, oh my gosh, I got to take all these pictures. So you will see in this presentation, tons of pictures of myself that I've just taken of myself. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So this one here, and most of these, by the way, guys, are photos of me last year where my hair was shorter, a lot shorter. Ignore that, right? Don't worry about that. But here's just a picture of me that I took, and I took the background out. I'm going to show you how to do that a little bit later. So one of the things that I want you to think about when you're creating your posts and you're creating, like, okay, so I need to take a bunch of selfies. What is the mood that you're trying to convey? Are you making a post about something you're super serious about, or something that you're perplexed about, or something that is really fun? You just want to think about, you don't want to have a message to market mismatch, right? You want to have your photo match the tone or the mood of your post. Another thing is that you want to be conscious of your brand colors. If you notice in this, and I don't do this all the time, you don't have to be perfect. Sometimes for me, it's like, let's just get this photo done and the post up so I can go on and do other things, right? So I'm not necessarily thinking all the time about what my brand colors are, but you definitely want to consider that as much as possible. And the way that I get around having to think about it too much is simply because I am almost always thinking about when I'm shopping, right? Like, what is it? I'm going to buy as many clothes in my brand colors as possible so I don't have to think about it. Also, before you go and take a photo or go live or do anything, just check yourself out, right? Are you shiny? Whoops, I misspelled shiny. Are you shiny? Do you need a little lipstick? Do you have boogers in your nose? I mean, seriously, I will fess up. I have taken a picture where there's been a random whatever on my face, and I posted it because I'm just busy getting stuff done because I hadn't checked myself out beforehand. So just do a little check and make sure that you're looking okay, and you can do that right in your camera. Next is just check your background. If you're not intending to remove the background, make sure that you've got a background that is clean. You don't want a dirty, unless it's your brand, you don't want a dirty house with a pile of laundry behind you or some weird mess in your house. Just make sure that you're in a place where you have, now here, this is my desk. I just have something I bought, I don't know, I think in Amazon or something, or Overstock. I just bought this thing and it's got a lamp on it, and I don't worry about what's back there. But I don't take pictures here sitting at my desk all the time. So I just make sure that almost always, I try to make sure that my background is clean. I'll give you an example of when this didn't work for me. I recorded some promotion for an event that we were doing last year. I was doing the thank you video for the thank you page. And I didn't even think anything of it until it had been running. People had been registering for a long time. And there was an old broken down bird feeder way in the background. And it's not a big deal. It just was super ugly. And if I had taken the time to just say, hey, what's in my background? Oh, there's that broken down, trashy old bird feeder leaning against the wall. Let me just move it out of the way. I would have been a little bit more clean in my in the look and feel of my video. Again, there is I am certainly not perfect. And actually, I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to have this. I'm so bummed that the chat's not working for me. I don't want to be this perfect thing. I just want to have fun, but I do, sometimes I don't want my laundry in the background. So just be cognizant of what's going on in your background. Next, wipe off your lens. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people's photographs or videos or TikToks or Reels, and there's this haze all over everything. And that is simply because you didn't just wipe off the lens back here and the lens on the front of your camera so that all of the haze, here, I might as well do it here too, right? Like clean that sucker off so that people can see you properly. If you're going to go to all the trouble to make videos and or create beautiful photographs, you want to be able to wipe off the lens. This is the easiest hack of all. Now, lighting is super important. You want to make sure that people can see you, that there's enough light in the photo so that later, if you want to edit it or manipulate it at all, there's enough information inside. And I use my phone. I don't use a fancy camera. I've got one. It's sitting in the cabinet over here, and I haven't used it since we went to Africa last year. So I use my phone for everything. You want to make sure there is plenty of light. So a really good, easy way to determine the light is to just, first of all, standing in front of a window when it's light outside, not at night. Standing in front of a window is an easy way, and facing the window, right? You don't want to stand, let's say the window, my window is right over here. I don't want to be like this because the light's going to be behind me, and all anyone is going to see the light back here, and they're not going to see the light on my face. So you're going to want to turn around so that your face is facing the light, so you have plenty of light on your face. So the easiest way to do that is either just to go outside, which I do a lot, or I stand in front of this window a lot. I'm going to actually stand in front of this window in a second and take a photo of myself and show you how I fix it all up. Next thing is that to play around with angles and lighting. Now, I don't know if everyone knows this, but at least on an iPhone, there are two buttons here. You do not have to tap. You do not have to tap. Let's see, you have your camera going. You do not have to tap here. You can just, and I'm sure, I don't know all about Androids, you can just take a picture by clicking on this bottom button over here. So you can, I recommend that you play around with angles. And a really easy way to do that is to take 9 different pictures. You take 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, I would not recommend taking selfies from the bottom up, right? I'm always going to hold my hand at least, you guys can see like this way, a little bit higher than my chin, or even higher. And actually sometimes I even go up like this and I look up at the lens. Now, depends on the look and feel. You just play around until you feel like you've got a good angle. And what I don't want to do is typically, I don't want to get my arm in it. So I'll hold my arm in a place where it's not showing in the photo. Gosh, I can't see. Hey, Nancy, if there's any like monster questions, please let me know in Messenger if I'm like off or something like that. So I'll hold it up and I will look and I'll see, okay, so does that look good? Does this look good? If you've got a side part, let's say your side part is over here, it's probably this side of your face is better. A better angle than this side of your face, because if your part is over here, you're not going to see as much of your face than the other way. So if your part is over here, you're going to probably be on this side because you'll see more of your face than if your part is here and your face gets a little bit more covered if your part is moved over. So just be cognizant. You want it, most importantly, you just want to feel really good. You want to feel really good, and you want to have a ton of photos that you can use in a million different ways. So again, hold your camera up high, don't hold it up low, and then just take a bunch of photos. I was reading something the other day. A woman, the woman that, Brooke Jen, if you guys were at our last Momentum event, I think, was she at Momentum? No, in our last Top Producer Roadmap event, when she was talking about, she's our brand photographer for our Top Producer Mastermind. She told us, like, take a ton of photos. Take a ton so that you have, even if they're right in a row, boom, 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 and you're just moving around a little bit, what'll happen, especially when you're trying to smile and you're looking kind of funky, maybe, because, I'm sorry, when we're trying to smile, we're going like that, and we can look fake. So there's a trick. It's to close your eyes, smile, and then open your eyes, and at that point you have you're smiling in your eyes as well. And also, you don't have to smile like this in every photo. You can grin with your mouth closed. You can make all kinds of faces. You'll see a bunch of faces that I make. And then spend some time editing. And I'm going to talk a little bit and I'm going to show you some of the tools that I use to edit my photographs. And then lastly, learn your camera. There's all kinds of things that you can do. Just learn your camera and have fun with this. This is something you can be really fun with, but you want to feel great at the same time. Okay, so tools that I use. I'm going to come back on here. Guys, I heard my messenger. Nancy, we good? I say we see you. Okay, so here's a couple of tools that I use. Now I'm going to share the tools that I use both for, because I figure that I use them for both photography and for video. So first and foremost is some sort of tripod. I do have a handout, guys. I'm going to put it in the chat. I might have to give it to you, Nancy, somehow. I have a handout with lists all the tools that I use. You do not, let's see if I can put anything in here. It won't even let me put anything in the chat. Nancy, I'm going to Slack this to you. Thank you for being here, girlfriend. I'm going to Slack this handout to you. This gives you a list of the tools that I use. But I will tell you, number one, you do not need any of these tools. I've just amassed them over time, and they're handy. So the first thing that I bought, I have quite a few of these. This is a selfie slash, thanks Nancy, a selfie slash tripod. So not only does it act, and it's pretty heavy duty. I have actually taken this when we travel. It works as a tripod, so it's super sturdy, but it is also a really, 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 really long selfie. But it has these, instead of the things that screw in, there's these little snaps, which I find are a lot easier to use. And then at the top, I lost it. I lost this the last time when we were in Italy, I think, a few months, last September. I lost the little top, but hold on one second. But I have another one. I have another one here. Here at the top is a little thing that holds my phone. I don't know where the top went. I was looking for it this morning. It might be one of my my pieces of luggage. But this comes with the little top that holds my phone and a Bluetooth clicker. So you can set it all up, and I'm going to show you some pictures that we took using this. You can set it all up, and you can be away from your phone and just use the clicker, and it'll take the photograph. So this is a selfie stick / tripod, which is pretty awesome. So that's what this is if you're going to get anything, this would be what I would recommend, that you get one of these. I'm going to use this one today. I've got a bunch. This one, I don't, just FYI, the reason I got a different one, this is really flimsy. Like, check out the bottom of this. It's just like little bendable thingamajigs. So this one didn't make the cut last time we were going anywhere. But if you're just using it at home, you can probably spend a little bit less and buy a flimsy one. But I'm a big believer in buying quality as much as possible. The other thing that I use, I just figured I'd include this. You can't see it here, but y'all know what a ring light is. That's what's right in front of my face. If I turn my eyeglasses up like that, you can see that there is there's a light that's in front of me. Another thing that I use if I'm recording stuff is a Blue Yeti microphone. Again, this is not for photography, but while I was here, I'm like, I might as well share all my stuff. Also, I do use this for when I travel. I can't take my ring light with me everywhere I go. And so I use this thing called a Lumi Cube. I just got a different one. It's on its way today. Hold on, I'm trying to put this so that it's a light. I'm probably out of juice. Well, let me see if I am out of juice. Yeah, it's a light that actually has a little suction cup on it. And it can suction cup to the back of my computer. So it can be on my computer and lighting me up. It's all funky here. So I'm not sure what I did. I messed up the angle, but it'll sit on my laptop and light me up, because I'm not going to be taking my ring light everywhere I go. I've had a lot of questions about my ring light, and a lot of people in our mastermind right now, they're like, okay, so what ring light should I buy? Now, I bought a Diva ring light. I bought this thing. It's a Diva ring light Supernova. I bought this thing maybe 6 years ago. It was very expensive. I think it was like $300. I wouldn't recommend that you buy it. It's huge. It's giant, but it has been a workhorse. It is not, the bulbs or nothing everything is still working beautifully. And it has a little place for my phone or my iPad in the middle of the ring light if I want to use that. So that's pretty much all that I use. I feel like I left something out. I did just purchase a Lumi Cube thing that goes, it's a round light that hangs onto the edge of my desk and I can move. It has one of those mechanical arms that I can move to make sure my lighting is correct on my desk. So that's here when I'm doing Zooms and all that other good stuff. And very often you guys will see, I'll take a picture of me sitting here at my desk doing something. All right, everybody, I am so bummed. This is like the second video I've done in not very long where I cannot see the chat at all. What? All right, so let's talk about making pictures. All right, so I'm going to go to my phone here. Oops. I'm going to go to my phone and I'm going to screen share over here. Video is stopped. Why is my video stopped? Hold on. No audio. Hold on, guys. I'm going to leave and come back again. Join. Boom. Boom. Done. Join. Okay, there's my stay co-host. Wi-Fi. Sorry. Okay. Okay, good. You can still hear me. All right, so let me move this to gallery view. And Nancy, if you could let me know if you can see my phone, that would be awesome. And if the audio is okay. So, okay, you can't see my phone. Screen share. Boom. Share content, screen. Start broadcast. All right. I'm pretty sure you can see me. I see your phone. Okay, good. Let me turn off this audio down here. Turn it down. All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take a photo of myself. And I'm going to take a photo of myself, not from down here. I'm going to take a photo of myself, and I'm not going to worry about my background because I'm going to get rid of my... Oh, that's fine, Nancy. As long as you can see what's on my phone, that's great. Hi, everyone. You inside my phone. Hey, everybody. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set myself up. I'm going to take a picture of myself. I am on my iPhone. The pictures, like the filter's not on. You can see where I had my skin cancer removed a couple of weeks ago. And I'm going to show you exactly how to take a great photo that is not just your face, that you can take, remove the background, fix it up, and make it beautiful so that you've got gorgeous photos. So we're going to go over to, again, please, I've got a super messy office. I'm going to go over, I'm going to stand right in front of my window with all the light here in front of me. And I'm going to set my timer. You got to figure out how to do this. I'm going to set my timer for 3 seconds, and then I'm going to step back and I'm going to take a photo. You guys can see all the mess on my desk. But hey, you know what? This is real life. So one of the things that I get asked all the time is, all right, Carla, I can take a photo like this, right? I can take a photo like this, but what are the kinds of photos that you recommend that we get? And I just want to say, I always like to think of the emojis. Like, you're going to want to have a photo of you going, or a photo of you going, and you want to make sure that you're not doing this, like where your hands are out to the side. You want to make sure that you're in, whatever you want to have in the photo is in the whole photo, right? You don't want to have it, like, if you're going to do this and have your body in a photo, you don't want to have it like that, where you can't see things. etc. So I've got this set up on my chintzy, crappy little selfie slash tripod, and I'm going to take a photo right now, and it's not going to be great. Like this background color that's on the walls is it's beige, but in the photo it looks really yellow, which isn't pretty for my complexion, but that's okay because we're going to fix it. So I'm going to take a photo. I hope you guys can hear me. There's one. I'm going to take another photo, and I'm going to turn a little bit because that's a really good flattering angle. Okay, got that one. We do it again. Okay, they're not the best, but they're good enough. So I took 3 photos. And here's what I'm going to use. I'm going to show you guys how to use 2 different photo editors. One is called Lensa, and one is called, hold on a second, let me get out of this big view. One is called Lensa, and one is called Me Too. So let's go. I'm going to go to Lensa first. Both of them are great. I'm going to click, what I did is I clicked, Lensa is spelled Lensa. I'm going to click this plus sign, and I'm going to add this photo, it's going to upload the photo, and notice how that's just not so great, right? It's not so beautiful, but here's the bunch of things you can do. Like I can blur this background. Isn't that cool? Just by moving this slider down here, I can retouch my face. So to smooth out my wrinkles, right? I can retouch my face a little. I can do a deep retouch. Look, maybe it looks kind of fake, I think, sometimes when I do that. For those of us that are not 20 anymore, it'll retouch your neck. I don't have that there. I can't really see my neck in that picture. Eye bags, give you eyelashes, contrast on your eyes, make your teeth whiter, give you a little bit more eyebrows or brighter lips. There's all kinds of things you can do just by sliding these sliders along. You can give yourself some more cheekbones. You can give yourself some bigger eyes. You can give your smaller nose, smaller cheeks. Let me see what happens if I plump my lips up. It doesn't really seem like it's doing much, but you can play with this and play with it. Again, magic correction will just do what it does. Like it'll do whatever it decides to do. And the only thing I do on here is sometimes I'll go to filters, and I just like to brighten up my room a little bit. So I might pick one like this one, which is a little bit brighter, maybe that PT5 or PT7. That one's a little too bright. And then you can play with the intensity a little bit. I wish I could see what you're saying, but it's super easy to use. So this is Lensa. Let me show you another one. It's called Me Too, MEITU. And I love this one. This one you can actually edit your videos as well, but we're going to do image editing. I'm going to click on the little star, image editing, and I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use one that I took I'm going to use one that I took last night. Let's see. This one, because I want to show you. So this is terrible. Terrible picture. So this is a rotten picture. So let's see if we can fix it. Over here on the bottom right is a button called Beautify. That's kind of like Lensa's automatic one. And you can click auto, and supposedly it'll fix you all up. So that was a little bit better. But what I do like about this, guys, I'm a little self-conscious about my boo-boo on my head. And I don't want that there for all posterity, so that you can You can play around with all these things on the bottom, but there's this little eraser. I click on the eraser and I just get rid of the thing on my head. So if you have a zit, let's say, or something like that, and you just want it gone, you can do that right with these photo editing tools. It's super easy. Again, you can blur, whoops, it crashed. You can blur background, etc. So I'm going to go back to Lenza, and I'm going to save my, my work that I did. I'm going to save this, save it, and what it's doing now is it's saving to my camera. All right, hold on a second, and I'm going to get out of screen share because I'm going to send this directly. Whoa, my phone is doing weird things. I'm going to turn this off. Leave meeting. Leave meeting. And I'm going to send that photo to myself. And I'm going to show you what I do in Canva to add it to an image. And I'm going to see if, like, by some miracle, I can see your comments. Nancy, does anybody have any questions? Poop, poop, dee doop. While I'm sending myself, if anybody has any questions, put them in the chat. Nancy will relay them to me. I'm going to send myself this photo. I send myself photos on Skype, or Messenger. You can do it anywhere. Okay, Nancy says you guys are following right along. Awesome. So let me grab this photo. Media. Boom. Boom. Done. Send. All right, guys. I send it to myself. Got it here on my desktop. Well, in Skype. Save as. We're going to put that Carla example. Thank you, Nancy. Example. Okay. Nancy said you guys are following right along. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen. You're going to see all my mess that I have on my screen. You can see, guys, where the chat ended. Like, you guys just disappeared. But I'm going to go over to Canva. And this is actually where I make the images for these events. So a couple weeks ago, I had the Facebook profile facelift with a selfie. Today, I had the how to make amazing selfies with a selfie. I used this. This is actually a brand photo, but I used my friend Samantha's photo, and I created this one. So all I'm going to do is do the same darn thing. I'm going to create a new page, and let's just say I want to upload media. I'm going to upload the photo that I just did. Where did I put it? I don't even remember. Carla example. Okay, this is the really beautiful photo that I just made, and I just uploaded it to Canva. I'm going to make this a white background. So you can take Canva and you can put your picture here, edit image. So I didn't worry about the fact that my messy desk and my calendar and my ring light were in the background because I knew I was going to get rid of them. And I just removed the background. It's thinking. So let's just say that I was going to make a post. It didn't turn out so great, but let's just say I was going to make a post. I would probably do a better photo than this about, I don't know, my thoughts on cold messaging. You guys all know my thoughts on cold messaging. I would just make this image this way. My thoughts on cold messaging. And then I'd make this whatever. So you can play with this. Those apps are super easy to use. These are not hard to make on Canva. And you guys probably noticed, like, everything that I have here I've made my upcoming 1 year to 100K masterclass is coming up again. We're going to be doing that. We made this, and again, this wasn't a selfie. This was actually taken by the amazing Brooke. but I did this part. I made it into an image, etc. So a couple things that I do want to share with you. I want to share some examples. So let me share this screen. Some examples of kinds of photos that you should be taking. This was a photo that I took. I was making I don't remember exactly what the post was about, but I was making a post about something that I was not happy with. Like, why are people doing this? And you should be thinking about things in your life, especially when you're looking to attract your ideal prospect. What is it that they're concerned about? What is it that you don't believe should be happening in this industry? What do you think is a misconception? And create photos that match that mood of your post. Another one is here. I took one of me laughing. I took another one of me pointing. Again, think about all the emojis. The ooh emoji, the I don't know emoji, the oh my gosh emoji, the mind blown emoji. Think about all the different ways that you can pose for the camera. Here's another one. This is an oldie but goodie. I took this one with, I really wanted Florence in the background, and the wind was blowing my hair, and I was getting all frustrated, and I was tired, but I cut off my shoulder, and there was nothing that I could do about that at the time because Dawn is standing on this other side of me. So I took this using this tool only as a big long selfie stick. The camera is far away from my face. This was another one. I set up this selfie stick and took a photo of this. In my left hand is the little clicker to take the photo. So these are things once you get used to doing it, it doesn't take very long to do, and you can get great photos, and you don't have to have other people taking your photos for you. Another example of just doing something different, I want you to think about how to make your photos more interesting. This is me and the most amazing Carrie Collingham. We were at our Top Producer Mastermind retreat, and I'm actually holding the phone in this hand over here, but I decided that instead of both of us looking at the phone, that would be yet another boring picture, that I just took 2 seconds and I looked over at her, she looked at me, and I snapped the photo. Another example is this one. I'm holding this selfie stick way down low near my knees practically, and the stick is way out in front of me. And so I got my shoulders. I didn't get my hands in this photograph, but I took it myself when I was standing in front of this amazing background near San Diego at Rancho Bernardo Inn. And I'm like, okay, I need some photos. I need to get this done, and I need to get it done fast because I have my whole day to run ahead of me. So I took a bunch of photos like this. This was I probably took 30 photos standing there like this, holding this big stick. And of course it's moving around, and for me to just get one picture that I liked. And then I used Me Too and Lensa to figure out how to do better. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Just be creative as you possibly can with taking your photos. And I didn't fix it. I wonder if I can find it. Let me share one more thing with you. Let's see if I can find this. Carla, because I took a photo and I over processed it, and I want to share what it looks like with you, because you do not want to look like you are a full-on crazy person with your efforts to filter. Let's see if I can get in here. I don't know where to find my archive. There it is. I posted it in. No, I'm not going to find it, and I don't want to waste your time. So here's the moral of the story is use your filters to the degree that it makes you feel good, but please do everything you can not to over filter. There have been a couple of times where I have posted pictures of myself and I'm like, oh, I kind of look like I'm one-dimensional, and I look like I don't have any contour in my face because I had used too much filter. So that's the only thing. It's just if it's counter to how you feel about how you want to portray yourself, that you want to be full on real, go for it. But I'd rather have a little bit more confidence in how I look and use a little filter and use a little thing that I have makeup on it. Whoops, I just wiped some of the makeup off. I have makeup on my boo-boo that to get rid of this thing as it heals. So guys, thank you so much for your time. I went on way longer than I thought I was going to. And Nancy, thank you. Thank you. Nancy's telling me that you guys are saying good things. It is so awful to be like flying on your own. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat. I'll be happy to come back and get them. And I want to mention this. I am holding the master class 1 year to 100K coming up in a week and a half. I think it's March 1st or March 2nd. And I will post the URL for registration. Registration is still free. It's events.carlasilver.com/1 year to 100K. I'll send that to you as well, Nancy. Registration is open as of this minute. I'm just now starting to promote it and decide. There was so many people asking for that class again that I'm going to be giving it again in a week and a half. Week and a day. I don't know what it is. March 1st. All right, guys, or March 2nd, whatever day that is. I think it's Tuesday the 1st. All right, guys, big love from me to you. Have an amazing day and go out there and take some amazing selfies and just play. Play with the tools until you feel really good about using them. All right, that's all I got, guys. Bye, everyone.